Hey! Greetings and salutations to you people of the interwebs. So, we're going for not really an unboxing, but an unpackaging. I was in the supermarket today buying a few things, and obviously not buying any more Transformers until TF Nation. So I saw this little Windblade, Turbine Thrash Windblade from Transformers Cyberverse. Now, when I was doing the, I can't remember what I was calling it. Richard's discussing things that happened in the month. When I first talked about the reveal of these, I was saying they looked cheap and nasty, and I thought they were an affront to Transformers. It says 8 steps. It doesn't actually say it transforms, so it doesn't really. Some poses may require additional support. Windblade, heroic Autobot. So yeah, I thought, it's a Windblade. Let's pick it up and see what they're all about. So first off, we're gonna, open up the packaging, as it were. Just adding in extra words there to make me seem like I'm some kind of articulate erudite or something like that. Oh, I don't need to do that. Right. I'm trying to use the scalpel like I'm some kind of precise unpackager when it just falls off the card back quite easily. So there we go. There we have Windblade in all her glory in that clamshell. We have a bit of paper. That's probably just warnings. Then we have the instructions. It goes up to 6, and then you have to turn over for 7 and 8. Oh dear me. Right. So here we go. Here she is. So it's just a robot. That's quite a cool robot. I quite like her proportions. She's got quite a powerful stance to her. Head doesn't move, but she's got some kind of pivot at the abdomen. She's got ball joints at the shoulder. They get restricted by these wings. No elbows, no wrists. There are some ports there, so we could probably add some stuff on. Let's just quickly. With 5mm. Yeah, 5mm. So if you wanted to add siege weapons and stuff to her, you can do that. So she's got quite a lot of paint on the head sculpt. There's the Autobot logo, then there's some silver on the abdomen, and then the rest in robot mode is just plastic. Legs. So yeah, we've got the abdomen thing, we've got ball joints at the hips, and we have a knee bend. And there's no toe tilts or anything like that. But, fair. So I don't know if this is classed as transformation or gimmick, so let's go by the book on these. Put our hands up, then bring our hands to the side, and there's some pegs there for her, so Windblade can get all Jesus-y. Windblade, she's now bigger than Jesus. Yep, so step 3. So step 2 is to turn your arms around. Step 3 is to actually peg them in. I think step 4 is to do this. Maybe. It's not entirely clear. Then step 5, we spin the plane around. Step 6, bend this up. Oh, I think we're getting ahead of ourselves there. So, step 7 is to click it in place. And then, is there something to do? We press that, and blades come out of Windblade's wings. Not Wingblade, Windblade, but blade wings. That's a Turbine Thrasher. So I quite like the I mean, that's fun. Is it fun? So she's turned into some kind of Gerwalk jet. She doesn't transform into a jet. But you could put the legs like that. And that's, you know, a fun, gimmicky transformation. There's some Transformers who call themselves Transformed who, you know, do a lot less. There's probably could have been a way. It would have been very easy just to make these legs actually, you know, transform, as it were. But they've gone for Gerwalk with action feature. And I don't absolutely hate this. I don't absolutely hate this. I could see as a kid you could have a lot of fun with that. I mean, she's no worse than like some of the Firecon. I mean, the Firecons were awful in G1. Jump starters, battle chargers, those type of guys. Some of them were just stupid, and the blue looks really nice on the. I like the metallic blue on the energy effects. Looks quite cool actually. So yeah, let's point out on the plane side, there is kind of a blue cockpit and some black for the turbines and the some details on the wings. So yeah, the sculpt works well enough. And like I say, there are some figures that we fondly will remember from G1, which were dubious at best. She's got knee bends, you know. That's a step above some of those other guys. But the price that she is, it's kind of... it used to be, say 5 years ago, that was the price of a deluxe. A couple of years ago, it was the price of a, you know, around the same price as a legend class guy, you know. One of your bombshells in the world who does transform but doesn't have spring-loaded gimmicks. But that's, you know, the target market this is going for is for that kid thing. But the fact it just doesn't quite hit that full transformation, it goes for that Gerwalk mode, which is, you know, clever, I suppose. If you're going to go for a medium result, a plane is one of the better things that can be a half transformed. But for a little bit over twice the price of this, I could buy the Iron Factory Windblade. Now, it'd be unfair of me to compare this to the Iron Factory Windblade, because So as you can see, she's got a sword. She transforms really well. It's got some really good paint, and yeah, quite a cool sculpt. She doesn't have an abdomen swivel. She's got the same articulation in the legs. One more point of articulation in the arms, and one more point of articulation in the heads, and posable wings. She's got a weapon. She's got a lot better paint. But ultimately, yeah, she's twice as expensive, so when you compare it that way. It has its charms. It's I'm glad I actually, decided to take a look at it, and it's just a cool little additional Windblade for the collection. She doesn't transform. I can't remember the last time I actually transformed this one either, so sometimes, even though the name's in it, it's not the be-all and end-all. She does have cool switchblade wings. Turbine Thrashers. The Turbine Thrash. So, be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. And because you deserve it, let's bumper the fist, shall we? Fisto! Fisto!